You like that one.
New clap.
You settled with that one.
Yeah,
I like it
that's
too.
me.
I think that is you.
It's more me.
That is. All right, what's going on, man?
I heard start.
Here we go. That's the intro.
Like, damn,
Beep,
bro.
beep, beep. So what's going on, man?
Starting. Huh?
Say, bro.
Say, bro.
What are we talking about today? What's going on? First off, I think we could touch on a few. There's a couple things. Let's do something easy. How you, Tom Brady? My goodness. What do we have here?
He did it. He did it this time.
So you're gonna have to fill me in on this, and I'm gonna have to just let you give me a recap because I was taken to a way out to do Christmas with Ashley's family because a bunch of people had COVID. And
Christmas?
Christmas. So it's late, right? But Christmas and So yeah, we had to like exchange gifts and stuff. So like, but I was like, so we're gonna watch the game or what? And
So y'all doing Christmas like in February?
Yeah. Well, because we did our Christmas there in Houston, like near Christmas.
Oh, okay.
But it got pushed back because we couldn't all meet up because people were getting COVID.
Right.
So her sister and her sister's boyfriend, I think they got it. We had it, and so we just we had to wait for 2 weeks. Yeah. But anyway, so they didn't have the game on. I was like, oh no. So I was trying to get caught up, but I saw that everyone was like, oh, he's the GOAT.
Yeah.
But like, how'd the game go? What was the
game? Really, honestly, bro, it wasn't even close.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. Tampa Bay defense, they just came to shut shit down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
So they had their number?
Most definitely. They might gave the NFL a whole game playing how to stop the Chiefs.
So what was the final? Was it 30
31-9.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, 31-9. They didn't score a touchdown.
So unfortunately with this, like this is what we were talking about the outcome, the consequence of the outcome. Right. So I think I wanted to see Tom Brady win for the sake of like showing people that what he was made of,
right,
independent of Belichick. Right. I thought that was a great narrative, like a story that we could all be like, man, that's incredible. That's why I love sports.
Which it was, yeah.
Yeah, which is great. But then there was also the other side of the story, which it's like, man, so this guy's really going to do this until he's not good anymore.
Right.
Which is always the saddest thing in sports, is not knowing when it's time to hang him up and move on. But
who time though?
No, I just don't like to see people play it out.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think
he might be able to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that it matters to them. I think it matters to the public the most.
It does.
About seeing a fallen hero. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I don't think like Michael Jordan with the Wizards. I'm pretty sure he like shit. I don't care. Like
and it didn't do a whole lot to
look
screw
what
up
I did
his...
for the Bulls. Like you know what I'm saying? Like look what I did my whole career. Like you know what I'm saying? I think just public opinion just make that part.
Yeah.
Tough, you know what I'm saying? Just for it's like, he's been going too long. But
so like I see it as inspiring.
Yeah,
like you can play forever.
That's what I see it as.
Yeah, as a player, I can see that.
Like the game, man, like life, like just age used to be so much on life. Like, oh, you can't be an older rapper. You can't be once you get a certain age in sports, it's a decline. Like you see LeBron James, 36, best player in the NBA.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, 43.
Jaromir Jagr.
You know what I'm saying? Hockey. You know what I'm saying? But like in sports, it just was unheard of. And I'm just saying that
it's like time to move on.
In every walks of life, it's just age is no longer becoming a factor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like, man, like social media is so powerful, man. You know what I'm saying? And the benefits of health.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got athletes taking their trainers on vacations.
Yeah.
It's a vacation, but
or he's playing he's playing with Giselle in the back like over the summer, like working with his
you know what I'm saying? Like Tom Brady, LeBron go to Cancun. The trainers there too. So
I think what we're talking about, like that dynamic was because back when I played, like I stopped playing because my body took a beating.
Right. Me too.
And eventually we had the same blew out our knees.
Yeah.
And I kept playing even despite that, but it just wasn't the same because I wasn't able to play at the best what I used to be. And I was trying to hang on to it. I just couldn't do it. But at the same time, there is this thing where the older you get, there's a correlative effect where the more you have to put into it.
Right.
And to something like they do, it's already your entire life. What more?
Right.
And they do. They take them on vacation, right? They take their trainers on vacation. Right. It's like, so I love that because I love that commitment to anything you believe in. Right. Like I'm drawn to it. That's why I like Mike Tyson and his commitment at his young age when he was training, basically conditioned himself to be a champion from nothing. I love that. It's inspiring, right? Yeah. But I'm sad with Mike Tyson is his bout against Lennox Lewis, and the last time we saw him in a professional capacity was him essentially not coming out, scared to come out to fight after the second round, and he wasn't hurt. He just didn't want to do it anymore. I just think so that's what I don't want to see Tom. I don't think Tom Brady will,
but honestly, Poof, I honestly think that it's all fuck the training, fuck the will. Yeah. I think it's all about motivation.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I think it all comes down to the mental capacity of how motivated are you?
Wherewithal.
You know what I'm saying? And just to go back to Mike Tyson, shit, at that point, I don't think he was as motivated as he once was in his career.
So he had already had everything to prove.
You know what I'm saying? Youngest champ. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see LeBron, like, 36 people, oh, he's declining, he's this, he's that, oh, it keeps you motivated. Tom Brady, he never can win without Belichick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course, the people we're talking about are ultimate champions. And I just think,
like, the ultimate goal, which, honestly, the player who showed everybody that was Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. He took any little thing he could and used it as motivation. He taught so many players after him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, oh, they say you can't turn this paper over. Show them.
He fundamentally changed the game.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think now that's keeping players. I think it's just all comes down to straight motivation.
So the biggest thing about this, back to the original segue into it, we were talking about. It's funny because you're right. You can't. There is a space for older rappers,
right?
But there used to also not be a space for aging anything because they couldn't compete with younger
You couldn't
folks.
compete, right.
Do you think social media has, not to put you on blast, but do you think social media has had an impact on the new crop of youngsters coming into things, that it's affected their wherewithal to a point that they don't have the ability to take the spot over, so we just keep going?
Yeah, because it's like this. See, like you said, we'll take music, for example. It used to be a young man's game because there wasn't a platform for you to perform on without a major deal.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So those people who running those labels and shit, they get a little 19, 18-year-old like, oh shit, he the next one. Like, come on, let's make him a star.
Yeah.
And the older guys get pushed to the back.
Yeah.
But now you can grab your phone and get on and start rapping. You can grab your phone and get on and promoting yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
So now, no matter how old you is, if you 50 years old and you dope, you gonna go viral.
Which is why,
you know what I'm saying?
So that's a good point. It's also in this funny way, the internet, social media, obviously, but on every level of your life, I have very little pity in my heart for not doing stuff, for not being able to, for not knowing things and for not doing things that you want to do, because shit, man, like I taught myself how to learn music from watching YouTube videos. Right. I mean, seriously, like YouTube.
Nah, straight up.
And now here we are, right? And that's just because I really wanted to do it, and I did it every day. And some of them were bullshit, and some of them I couldn't understand, and did the best I could and learned it eventually. Took time. But I had everybody has access to the same YouTube.
Every single person.
It's not a different YouTube.
Nah.
Yeah, so like when I guess when I hear that in music, when it's like, you know, I'm going through things or whatever it is. Like okay, that's why we keep moving.
Right.
Like,
right.
you know, okay, fine, no problem, dude. Like, it's no sweat off my ass. But at the same time, it's like, well, maybe this isn't for you. It's okay.
Cause that's what it
comes
comes down to, because I feel like now, bro, like me rapping for a long time, I feel like this the best opportunity for
us or you,
any artist,
right now.
you know what I'm saying, to display your talent constantly. Only thing you have to, we talk about it, take 6ix9ine, take different rappers. Only thing, you got to find a way to make it believable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to keep going, like to keep going to where people are always in tune with what you do.
And it doesn't get lost in the mix. So so there's obviously a market saturation, right?
Most
so there's a
definitely.
lot of people who don't really fuck with music
Right.
hard enough to make it, that end up making it.
They end up making it.
So what happens is, I think that might be where I was going with the
Right.
social media thing, was that I think that social media gives us this platform. This is interesting because you came at it the other way.
Right.
But from a critical sense, it's like we have a lot of hobbyists
Right.
putting on like they're Drake or there's someone that's committed.
But I
And
that's-
so
that's
they get there, but
that's
they-
cool. But like
they don't last
They
long.
never gonna last long.
That's my point.
You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
they're
and
shelved.
so the cream, like cliche, but the cream always rise to the top, no
Right.
matter what.
There's no substitute for hard work and for
It's nothing you can do.
getting there.
Like it's just like us. Long as we keep going,
we don't lose.
we gonna get our ultimate shot, which we have done a lot. But I'm saying we have ultimate goals that the public don't even
The
know.
objective.
Long as
here.
we keep going, we gonna reach those ultimate goals. You know what I'm saying?
It's a timeline.
That's
like,
all
you
it
just gotta
is.
keep going.
And a lot of people don't have the bandwidth. A lot of people don't have the resources, the finances to keep going.
You get on the internet.
Yeah.
And you figure it out.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
an answer for everything.
Yeah,
I
for
promise.
sure.
So it just takes initiative, you know, and
yeah.
like those are the things that make the difference between a person who likes the idea of something, and the person who brings that idea to life.
And again, it goes back to motivation.
Of course, yeah.
Like, what's motivating you? You know what I'm saying? It's motivating you to keep going. Like, that's back to the Mike Tyson. Like, I think that's the only thing that stopped him from Lennox Lewis. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. He was no longer motivated.
He lost motivation after he won the title the first time.
You know what I'm
honestly.
saying? Like, we fought Buster Douglas, got beat by Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas probably never won another fight.
I think
you know
he
what I'm
actually
saying?
I think him going to jail, right? So as bad as that was for everybody, including him,
Right.
like when he came out, people say that like he wasn't the same Mike Tyson. It's
Right.
like, oh no, he wasn't. He was a fucking bad he was a
Right,
monster,
right.
dude. Like he came out and like people, it's like they forgot or they haven't like get on the internet again and Google it. Like he walked out and just looked like he was reinvigorated, like he was motivated to hurt people for what happened to him.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if you were connected to it or not. He has a platform or he has the arena in boxing to really unleash a beating for fun.
Right.
And he did. And he really did. And then I think maybe another part of that, this is a kind of another topic to push into, but he also took a lot of, he got eaten. Small chunks of him were plucked out of him, by the game he was in, and I don't think he was prepared emotionally or intellectually to deal with that in a way that people need to in any competitive environment, right?
Yeah.
So it happens in music. I mean, music's notorious for it. Right? Like, first year I was involved in it, I had to learn so many hard lessons, the hard way.
It's called getting the fight knocked out of you.
Yeah, and so some people
You know what I'm
that
saying?
doesn't motivate them.
Yeah.
Some people it turns into this discouraging
Most definitely.
energy.
That's the separation.
It is.
That's the separation of being successful and not being successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you stop, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's on you. You know what I'm saying? Because like we saying, all you have to do is just keep going. Like, bro, you keep going, you going to get something out of this shit.
Like, how about this? Okay. And even if you're going out, these guys are full of shit.
Yeah.
How about this? if you keep going, every single day you're a little closer than you were yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's so you're better off either way. So it's like you might keep going.
Yeah, when you stop, it's just
I mean, there's now you really have no chance, and you've gone so far in one direction, you can't turn around and pick up something new.
And I think like me, I needed a few months off, you know what I'm saying, myself mentally, like even like from my freestyle and shit, because I did have to kind of find motivation again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm motivated. I'm really motivated, and it's easy for me to find shit and get mad at it.
Well, it's not the first. Well, so you're already geared that way,
I'm
right?
already,
So like, it's not like you've. I mean, everybody falls out of love. Lust with things, right? So
in
whether it's
relationship,
hockey, it's hockey,
and any boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, wife, husband, like.
So people, if you really value what you're doing and the ultimate goal and the objective in it, like, you know, the process of that, becoming that is, you'll find ways to cope with it.
Most definitely.
To protect the integrity of your motivation or the things that make you strive to do it. Because people, like we're saying, you didn't really, I mean, I didn't necessarily know that until the other day when we were talking, and, you know, it was basically just, we were talking about how, I guess we were talking about like some kind of, getting down on things yourself or whatever we were talking about in general. But, yeah, you shared that with me, and it was like, oh, damn, dude, let me know, because I can help. We're built the same way that way. Like, I'm happy to provide some fodder for you, but you find it yourself. Yeah. I don't need to do that.
Because it don't take much, and all I got to do is see certain shit.
Lists.
You know what I'm saying? Not even that no more. Just like, I could, like, people talking crazy, rappers talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying?
You just find something, turn it into food, like, fuel.
Yeah, and it's... You know, I'm ready again.
Yeah,
I'm geared back up.
I can see it in your face.
Nah, straight up.
Make me a little nervous. Yes, he's got a new freaking sweatshirt and stuff. And every time he comes, where'd you get that one?
Bro, ain't nothing new.
What?
I tell you, you gotta take care of your shit, man.
Damn. Oh, so every time.
You had your shit on 4-5 days, man.
I did wash.
It's done.
I washed my shoes though the other day. Like,
but you already wore them like 60 times before you washed them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to take the motherfuckers off and put them back on, take them off again.
Look, I'm just saying I'm better today than I was yesterday.
I'm just saying.
But there's more to go. Yeah. There's more work.
You want them to look good.
But I did them in the sink. Like, I was like talking to Ashley, gotta take care of your stuff, you know?
I know, you can put yours, you can put them in a wash.
And she was looking at me like, oh, tonight? Yeah, okay. I'm like,
It's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, like, you know, this is just what's wrong with kids these days. Like, it's just like you did it once.
Yeah.
So, but they were clean.
That's
though,
cool.
So.
You did once wasn't better than last time.
It changed my life that night. So thank you for that.
Straight up.
Yeah,
that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And that's why I keep you here. That's why I value you. Anywho, yeah, but back to the topic though. It's like I just think that because people are seeking. I don't know. There's just a rejection of doing it the hard way,
right?
Because it's hard, right?
See, I not to interrupt you, but that's my problem. See, I do shit the hard way.
It's mine too. Yeah, like it's why it takes so long time.
Even like in music, I could be way further ahead. I know it, but I don't want like that's the E like.
But you also, by going at it the hard way, it might take longer. Okay. Lucky for you, we're in a situation where you can be as old as you want and do it. So you might as well take your time and do it right so that when you get there, you have more negotiation ammunition.
Yeah,
and you can just do it right.
I like to sleep good at night. You know what I'm saying? Not worried about you did some fuck shit or you not yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Compromise something to get there.
Why make it being somebody else?
Yeah.
Like you'll never in life get to appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you make it mimicking or...
So it's not the same.
It's not the same, man.
So it's one of the reasons in hockey, okay, when my first chase, like there was a point where moms and dads and family and stuff played a huge role in the doors that opened before you, right? Like when you're younger and you're starting to take it more seriously, the cream in Dallas and in every other situation, it's a funnel. Right? It's fair. It's a funnel. It's like you make it or you don't.
Right.
So you start to see who's going to make it or has, like, everyone starts watching. So if you're on the bottom tier of that process, you have a lot of parents, like, basically lobbying lobbying, meaning like they're going to the coaches and be like, hey,
Right.
coach, Coach Burton, like Chris Nickel, hey, blah, blah, blah. My son's a great basketball player. Like, he's just not getting the chance.
They do that in basketball.
Oh, yeah. And so, but, in Dallas, it got really hard to deal with because just like we were talking about, it's like steroids in baseball. Like, do you want to play baseball? Like, you're just operating at a disadvantage if you don't want to take them. You need to find another team because that's what's going on here. And, like, it's not unfair. It's the level. It's the standard.
Right.
So are you going to play? You want to do this or not? So do you want to play hockey? Better push. Hey, parents. All right, let's have a meeting. Dad, I need you to put on different clothes. I'm just kidding, Dad. But, but I never did it is my point.
Right.
Because it was already, I was young and it was already built into me somewhere that I found it to be, if I made that team, I will never be able to truly know if I deserved it or not. And that to me is the most important thing in anything I do.
Right.
I don't care about the level that I achieve. It's about, did I achieve it on my own?
On your own terms.
Seriously, like relative. Yeah. It's relative. So
that's how I am too.
Yeah, and so I think that's a general difference in the way people perceive things. Like, for instance, I'll do anything today. I'll do almost anything to make sure that my team gets where they want to go.
Yeah.
Okay? That's it. And I mean anything. Like, for the most part, But I'm just saying, pretty much anything. I'll put everything on the line for you and for Nick and whoever else that joins our team. But it's not. And if I get there, I'll get there too because I'm tied in. I'm lugged in.
Right.
And that's how that works.
Right.
But really, I don't know. Like I guess as long as I feel like I've achieved something that I'm satisfied with, I can walk away. Like in hockey, I walked away, and it wasn't it was hard to transition.
Right.
But it wasn't hard to walk away from the game. I've never played again.
Especially when the passion out there no more.
Yeah, it's just I was done. Like the game's over.
The passion out there is no.
Yeah. I don't play for fun.
Like rap, like music, like I haven't lost passion for it.
I don't do anything for fun. You
know what I'm saying? Like
I don't have a hobby.
Yeah.
So it's not like, and no offense to anybody who plays men's league anything. Like, it's a great way to get out of the house, get exercise, and just take a load off and do something you are good at. But and I understand you still want to live the dream for 60 minutes.
Days,
and I fuck with it. That's great.
Right.
I do suggest finding something to replace your glory days with, though, and seeking a new glory.
But that's
it's hard to do. But
one thing you got to understand, that's a blessing within itself to have something else to replace it.
Yeah, you got to find it.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people they never find it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They never can.
Yeah. It's purpose.
Yeah, they never can find the purpose. That's the word.
Because like my purpose was never to play sports. My purpose was to absorb lessons learned in sports. I believe this now.
Now that you know.
Yeah, like my relationship with you is built on a foundation.
Right.
That was built in stone by sports. By the
same way.
The certain value system. I can easily respect almost everything about you based off of a few things that I know in sports that were ingrained into you. And without those things, I don't think that this relationship would have been as easy to forge. Right? It might have anyways because there's other things on top than that.
Right.
But it would have been harder. And given the line of work we're in, like time and patience are not exactly the two that are at the top of our value system, right? Like we're all up against the clock, and we all have to weed through bullshit,
right?
So we don't have time to like fuck around with people, which is unfortunate, But
you got time, waste your time.
Yeah, no, seriously, yeah. But like back to the hobby thing, it's like. Okay, I already know the answer, I think, but what's your favorite hobby? What do you have? You like to...
I don't even, bro, I'm going to tell you something. I don't even like them kind of questions. Because like at the end of the day, it kind of make you seem weird.
Why?
Because I don't have none.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
me
people,
too.
like just say you date or interviews and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people,
What do
like,
you do for fun?
What you like? I don't.
I rap.
And it kind of make you look like he's weird.
Like,
you know
is
what
he
I'm
like-
saying?
is he
Because
like-
everybody, I like shopping. I like that's the typical shit.
Yeah.
Like, okay, of course you like new shit, and
Yeah.
I don't want to like when
That's not a
when I
hobby.
go to the mall, I know what I'm looking for.
And I'm out. I
I'm
know.
gone.
I've been with you. It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like
We're like,
I've been
shit.
with dudes like in the mall for 4, 5. Hey, I'm gone, bro. I ain't got. But I'm just saying,
Yeah,
like, I don't have a hobby, bro. I don't have nothing. Like,
Do you think that's good or bad?
I think that's good to me.
Yeah.
Like I learned at this point, it go like this. If you not bothering nobody, it's not fucking with nobody time. It's
Yeah.
not getting in nobody way.
Yeah.
What's
You're not
wrong with
yeah.
you doing what you do?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm not taking from nobody. I'm not harming nobody. I'm not
Yeah.
stopping anybody from doing anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you're not obstructing anybody by doing
I'm
what
cool.
you do.
Like I'm cool. We do more help than
Yeah.
hurt.
Well, there's
You know-
other things I
you
could
know
be
what I'm
doing.
saying? So
yeah.
whoever benefits from it, they need to be happy. I don't have a hobby.
yeah.
Thank
you for that.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
that's how they go.
No. I mean, yeah, you know, I'm cut from the exact
Yeah,
same
straight
cloth.
up.
I mean, I just, it's almost kind of like, but sometimes I feel like, and it's not even from a mental bandwidth, right?
Right.
It's not like everybody's always like, hey, you got to take a break. You can't work all the time. It's like, well, that's just something.
Yeah,
that's something unsuccessful people say.
But I don't think they understand how many breaks you have took before this.
Yeah, I'm up against
You
the
know
clock.
what I'm saying?
Like I'm catching
I
up for
don't
lost
think
time.
people understand
Yeah.
that part of like me. Like right now, I'm back in the gym, working out hard, eating right,
Right.
I'm doing everything you know what I'm saying, right now.
Right.
But what about the times when I gained the weight?
Yeah.
What about them times?
Yeah.
I had times to take a break and relax. I did.
Yeah.
Now I deserve the right to myself to go hard.
And the people around you deserve it too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about the times before music, the break time when you sat around and did this and did? What about those times?
Yeah, like
you did take a break.
during my break time. That's when I do stuff that doesn't help
Yeah,
people.
it don't help.
Yeah, that's when I find myself doing things that are actually counterproductive to
Yeah.
everything and everybody around me.
Most definitely.
Okay, and again, that's an attitude that I understand it's good for your mental health. I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's that at the long run
Right.
or at the end of this that I'm gonna be in a better place mentally. But fuck all that right now because that's personal. Like it's beyond that. I'm responsible, in my opinion. Like I'm responsible to meet my obligation to my team and to
Right,
their goals and our dreams together. And so whatever that is, that's called the sacrifice. That's a sacrifice. And that's the commitment that I make. That's one you make and he makes. And so that's what makes us feel bonded in our direction together.
Right.
But so if I just took a break one day, you'd be like, "Oh, good for you." If I took a break a third day,
Yeah.
after the end of 2 weeks, you'd be like, "Dude, what the fuck are you
Like,
doing?
what the fuck's going on?
Like, what do you want?
Because that's how we built.
You don't want to do this
Yeah,
again?
that's how we
Yeah.
built.
Or
You know
do
what I'm
this?
saying?
Yeah.
Like we just built like that.
Yeah.
Like right now we have learned each other characteristics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We know like if I see you take a few days off, I'm like, nah, something up.
Yeah. If I'm like,
You know
if it's
what I'm saying?
more than a day,
nah,
you're like,
something up. Let me check, see what's going on.
yeah, right. So, but
But I think Nick's trying to wrap it up.
yeah, we wrap that up, man.
What
was
you
good.
think?
Yeah.
You think he's trying to wrap
Yeah,
it
he's
up?
getting wiggly over there.
Yeah, he started like moving and
shifting
shit.
around and
Y'all
stuff.
can't see him, but he just started like doing shit. Took
Yeah.
off his head, like through his head.
Yes.
Like fuck this.
Come
head.
on. Wrap
Like,
it
what
up.
the fuck are y'all doing?
All right, man. Well, hey, that was a good one. I
Say,
appreciate
bro.
it. Say. You're funny.
You're funny.
Say.